I welcome you all to my class today. Today we shall discuss about noun, countable noun and uncountable noun. Before I start my class today, my dear children and friends, I must express my sense of gratefulness to all my English teachers from my KG to PG classes, and also from the beginning of my life to till date, who has a great contribution in my English career. He is no other than my father, the founder of spiritual organization Vishwavedika Parivar, Sannyasi Sri Atmananda. I must be grateful to him throughout my life. Before we talk about the today's discussion, friends, children, while using English language, listening, speaking, reading and writing, we come across a lot of names, and they are the names of places, names of persons, names of things, names of abstract ideas, names of animals. So we must learn more about the names, and in English grammar they are called nouns. And in two words we may define noun as the naming word. Noun is a naming word. And before we switch over to the next part of our discussion, countable and uncountable noun, we shall go back to a very interesting story. A flower seller from Baleswar used to sell his flowers at the railway station of Kolkata. One day what happened, a Punjabi came and indicating it to a particular flower, he asked a question, ये फूल का नाम क्या है? And as you know, Odia people, they love other language other than the mother tongue. That's why immediately this flower seller from Baleswar answered that ये फूल का नाम क्या है? Question was, ये फूल का नाम क्या है? The answer was, ये फूल का नाम क्या है? Being angry, the Punjabi again asked, ये क्या फूल है? Again this man from Baleswar answered, ये क्या फूल है? It continued for 15 to 20 minutes. People gathered, and finally they came to know that the name of the flower was Kia or Kevada, what we say in English. But I would like to conclude here, in most of the cases, my dear children, the answer is there in the question itself. So while talking about countable, uncountable noun, I usually show tamarind, you know, this is a tenturi gachara dalai. Imili, you say in Hindi. When I show this to my children in my classes and ask the question, the children, can you tell me that leaf is countable or uncountable noun? Immediately the 100% students, they answer, sir, it is uncountable noun. And like my classes, I do have also a very small bough or branch of the rose plant, and while showing this to my children and asking the question, the leaf is countable or uncountable, even my 12th standard and engineering students, they also answer, sir, leaf is countable. So we shall discuss the same at the end of the class to find out whether leaf will be countable noun or uncountable noun. It may be a great question because in some cases, before some nouns, usually we can never use numbers 1, 2, 3. Before some specific nouns, we cannot use article a or an. And before such nouns, usually we cannot use much, little, such quantifiers. And such nouns, they don't have the plural form. So let's switch over to our discussion on countable and uncountable noun. Like a फुल का नाम क्या है? Countable noun is countable. When we count a particular noun in number, it's called a countable noun. Shashwat, please show to my friends and students a particular test tube. It is test before you trust. And let's find out, or let's take this leaf and we can put there. You see, it is a test tube, and in order to make or in order to know a particular noun, countable or uncountable, we can test here in this test tube of countable nouns. So in number 1, you see, while putting the same word leaf into this test tube of countable nouns, you will see that number 1, that whether it is has its own singular and plural form. Leaf, yes, leaf has singular form, and if it is plural, it will be leaves. And number 2 is, before the leaf, can we use numbers like 1, 2, 3? Yeah, we can use numbers 1 leaf, 2 leaves, 3 leaves. And another test is, the third test is, can we use a and n before a or n before the word leaf, the noun leaf? Yes, a leaf we can use. Number 4th is determiners like few and many. Can we use? Yes, we can use many and few. And in the same section, we cannot use little and much before leaf. Yes, we can never use. So leaf is countable noun. And we can take a bottle of water. So if you see here, when we talk about water, let's take number 1, that water, no plural form. Water can never be waters. We can never use 1 water, 2 water, 3 waters. And number 3, we can never use a water. Article a can never be used. And number 4th also, determinants like few and many can never used before water. That's why we can say that water is not countable, it is uncountable noun. We can use much or little before the word water. Sometimes there is a confusion. Sir, we can count water with the help of bottle. 1 bottle of water, is it countable or it is uncountable? My friends and children, you see, this is bottle, and what is there here, it is water. We can count bottle, and bottle has plural form. Bottle is bottles. Bottle can be bottles. 1 bottle, 2 bottles, 3 bottles, a bottle, few bottle, many bottles. We can use for bottles, not water. We can never use, that is, the numbers before water. That's why water is uncountable, but bottle is countable. There are many such words in order to make you sure about the uncountable nouns. Specifically, we can say that there are some abstract ideas like kindness, love, they are uncountable noun. Sometimes we say about the gases, different type of gases, oxygen, smoke, air. We can say substances and materials like wood, iron, they are always uncountable noun. And substances with small particles like sugar, rice, they are also uncountable. And Shashwat will also give a list of uncountable nouns at the end of the discussion today to make you more sure about the uncountable nouns. Another very important thing is that sometimes we get confused regarding some of the words like time, hair, iron, glass, chocolate, paper, work. These words can be used in both countable noun and uncountable noun. How? For example, time is priceless. Here, time is uncountable. We can never count time here in numbers. But when in sentence, yes, I have seen you thrice. In this sentence, time is countable. Let's take another example of hair. There is no much hair on my head. This is uncountable. But I got 2 hairs in my foot today. This is countable use of hair. So at the end of discussion today, my friends and children, I would like to tell you one thing, that as language is changeable, language is dynamic, and each moment there is the development of language. Like that, grammar is also dynamic, changeable. We should not argue on a particular point on grammar, because in each and every moment grammar is also changing. There is a saying that what killed the future of the children is pogo, and what killed the teachers at the present time or elders at the present time is ego. My dear friends, let's be away from the ego, because how there is no biggest number in mathematics, knowledge is also like that. In each and every moment, something more is added to knowledge. And like my father's language, only God is Sarvagya, knows everything, and we are Alpagya, we know perhaps nothing. But one thing for my children, I would like to tell you, that don't think that you know everything. Also, don't think that you know nothing, but think that you know something and you can do everything. Thank you. Thank you for today.
नमस्ते, मु प्रकृति पटनायक। जदि आपनको मोर बाबांकर वीडियो बढ़िया लगला तो सब्सक्राइब करिए, कमेंट करिए, लाइक करिए, शेयर करिए। बाय, धन्यवाद।